My name is Virginia Carrillo from Nutrition 351, Section 2, and my topic is on complex carbohydrates. To better understand what complex carbohydrates are, we first need to know what carbohydrates are. Carbohydrates are the key components of our diets. They are also the main energy source of our bodies. They are organic compounds that contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So what are complex carbohydrates? They are polymers of the simple sugars. They are often referred to as polysaccharides and made of sugar molecules attached together. They are also referred to as dietary starch and fiber. If you look at the picture to the right, you will see the composition of complex carbohydrates. They are linked together like a necklace, and the structure is much larger than the simple sugars. This short YouTube video represents the composition of the short sugars versus the complex carbohydrates. It gives you a better visual understanding of what they are and how they are made. Complex carbohydrates are broken down much slower than those of simple sugars. This creates a slow and steady increase in both the blood glucose and in the insulin levels. It relates to the speed they are broken down and turned into sugar in the stomach and in the small intestine. These small units of sugar are absorbed in the small intestine and then enter the bloodstream where they travel to the liver. Complex carbohydrates are also known as the slow burn carbs. These slow burn carbs provide a more steady state of energy and help to avoid the crash and burn that is common from the simple sugars. Complex carbohydrates provide several benefits for the body. They provide the body with vitamins, minerals, and they are also high in fiber. These high fiber diets improve intestinal health that leads to overall improvement and wellness. They lead to overall improvement and wellness by speeding the passage for food through our digestive tract and improving our immune system. Another benefit from adding these natural foods is that it's a protein and omega-3 fatty acids that they contain and pass on to the body. Medical experts know that diets high in fiber help improve heart. There are two types of fiber. They are classified as soluble and insoluble fibers. Soluble fibers are found in certain fruits and vegetables, some being nuts, seeds, beans, lentils, and pears. Other soluble fibers are known as oats, barley, and flax seeds. Insoluble fiber cannot be digested in our digestive system, and it does not provide the body with energy. It is commonly found in whole grain cereal, rice, bread, pasta, cabbage, and green vegetables. Some few examples are spinach, grapes, and broccoli. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and it slows down the digestive system to give you that full feeling. Soluble fiber can also be broken down and it provides energy for the body. Some examples again are oatmeal, apples, flax seeds, dried peas, and carrots. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, adds bulk to the diet and it helps with constipation. Insoluble fiber also promotes gut motility, and some examples are barley, brown rice, cabbage, and root vegetable skins. As stated earlier, starch is a complex carbohydrate. Starch is a major energy source in the diet and it is broken down into glucose. The glucose is then stored in the liver and in the muscles as glycogen. Glycogen can then be used to maintain blood sugar at a constant level for energy supply. A tip is to make half of your grains whole grains in order to consume more complex carbohydrates. The glycemic index, also known as GI, is the degree of increase in blood glucose levels after consuming a food containing carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates with low to moderate GI should be consumed before exercise to slowly raise and maintain blood glucose levels during the exercise. This glycemic index chart provides you with the different levels, low being 55 or less, medium ranging from 56 to 69, and high ranging from 70 and up. Below are the different categories of complex carbohydrates and their GI. If you are going to exercise and plan on eating before you exercise, you should probably stick to vegetables since they have the lowest glycemic index level. So now the major sources of complex carbohydrates, some being fruits and vegetables. Some examples of fruits and vegetables are pears, strawberries, yams, cucumbers, zucchinis, carrots, grapefruit, apples, onions, asparagus, potato, and corn. Complex carbohydrates are also found in seeds, nuts, and beans, some of them being chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, which are seen at the picture to your right, kidney beans, which are those dark red beans, split peas, soybeans, lentils, and other types of beans. Complex carbohydrates are also found in whole grains, some of them being oats, barley, rice, and generally the brown rice is better than the white. This also applies to the pasta and the bread, and also buckwheat. Complex carbohydrates are also found in dairy products. They are found in soy milk, low-fat yogurt, and skim milk. And now, time for the quiz. Question number 1. What is another name for complex carbohydrates? A. Simple sugars, B. Polymers, C. Insoluble, or D. Soluble? The answer is B. Polymers. Complex carbohydrates are polymers of the simple sugars. They're long chains of simple sugars bonded together. Question number 2. In what part of your body is starch stored in? A. The liver, B. The pancreas, C. The lungs, or D. The stomach? The answer is A. Liver. The liver stores the starch because it helps to regulate your blood glucose by releasing stored glycogen during times of low glucose. Question number 3. What does the glycemic index measure? A. Decrease in blood glucose levels, B. Decrease in available energy supply, C. Increase in available energy supply, or D. Increase in blood glucose levels? The answer is D. Increase in blood glucose levels. The definition is the degree of increase in blood glucose levels after consuming a food containing carbohydrates. Question number 4. Which is the least recommended as a source of complex carbohydrates? A. Soy milk, B. Strawberries, C. White rice, or D. Flax seeds? The answer is C. White rice. When it comes to rice and whole grains, brown rice is generally better than white rice. Question number 5. Carbohydrates are organic compounds that contain all but A. Oxygen, B. Hydrogen, C. Nitrogen, or D. Carbon? The answer is C. Nitrogen. Complex carbohydrates are organic compounds made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.